All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and I'm live streaming. Yay! Let's see here. All right, enough. Now, of course, the audio is not going through my my headphones. There we go. Now we fixed it. Okay, now we're good. Let me just double check it and make sure. All right. What's up, Ahmed? How's it going, man? Very good. Well, we're going to get out some sketch pads and do some drawing tonight. I've kind of got a hankering to work on something. Exactly what, I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out as we go along. Get my pencil out. And we'll start. Oh, hey, Nighthawk, how's it going? All right. Okay, so I'm going to do a small sketch. What I'm thinking about doing. Of course, it's hero related, just in case. Oh, I'm doing great, Nighthawk. Thanks for asking. Actually, I had a follow-up today with one of the doctors from the hospital, and he asked me, he said, "Hey, did you ever get a chance to see your MRI?" And I said, "No, I didn't." He said, "Well, let me show it to you." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And he showed it to me, and he described it as what was the words he used? The exact words. He called it almost perfect. And that's because, other than the two little spots that indicated a stroke, my brain looks really good. Practically perfect is what he said. Practically perfect. Oh, thanks, Nighthawk. I appreciate it. Nighthawk said he shared this on Twitter and on his Facebook. Well, very cool. Very cool. I always forget those parts of the live stream, I don't know why, but I do. Ahmed says, "How's your hot nurse?" I didn't get to see any more hot nurses, but the hospital had a few. It definitely had a few. Just don't tell my wife I said that. Actually, I probably already told her about him, so. Let's see here. This may end up being a short live stream, but oh yeah, Ahmed and I were talking in the store last week, and I mentioned that had some very fine young ladies working at the hospital. So it's a good thing. Sorry, guys, this is a kid's show. I forgot. Oh, you sent Dillard a live show. Actually, I invited him to join, so I don't know if he's able to join or not, if he's around or not, but we'll see. I feel really bad. Rick extended the deadline for the Halloween thing, and I got so wrapped up in work crap this week, I totally forgot all about it. So I think he sent me a private message, and I never even saw it until it was too late, until it was way after the deadline type thing, which really sucks. I may try to put something together if they can still use it, but if not, then I just have no excuse. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do something different. Actually, I'm going to do something different. I had thought about doing let's see. Oh, it's Avery. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? You live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, cool.
So how you doing?
I'm all right.
I missed you last week. I assumed that was because you were preoccupied.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So how's it going?
Yeah, it's going good. Trying to get work done while someone else is here.
I understand.
While having guests, not easy. I didn't get that story colored as fast as I thought I would, but I'm done. I'm paid, and I hopefully should be doing the colors for another short story here soon. That's going to be in the supplemental book.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like this project. There's a lot of good stuff. Like there's something for everybody in this project, man.
And once again, that's the Lost Pages, right?
The Lost Pages, now in demand on Indiegogo by Zabe Comics. Working with, man, Phil's a good guy to work with, man.
Cool, very cool.
I'm all paid up and everything, dude. I'm just like, oh, you guys are awesome.
Even better, right?
Oh yeah. Definitely. I need to find a way to talk them into doing an entire one shot of this character.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I could get into drawing this character. The people, I could get into it. You know, it's sort of Casey Jones meets Daredevil type of deal. I could get into that. A lot of street level fight scenes, and I could really get into it. It could be a lot of fun to do.
Very cool. Now I saw you just put up a video too.
Yeah.
So what were your video about?
Oh, well, my Vespis card and Brand have both come in, and they came in a little while before my mom came into town.
Mm-hmm.
But while she was here, I'm either spending time with her or I was working on that coloring, and I was like, I really need to sit down and make this damn video for these things. So
Brand actually came in?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I gotta go check my mail and see if I got something.
It's a pretty book, man.
Okay.
It's a pretty book. The art looks good.
Well, Kanan's pretty awesome, so
yeah,
I expect no less.
He is. He's a fantastic artist, and it came with lots of little stickers and these little small prints, and a bookmark. The only criticism I can make from just glancing at it is I wish it was perfect bound. It's stapled.
Oh, okay. How many pages was it?
I'm not sure, but I think it's 48. It's a thick boy. It's a thick book. It's not a standard 22 pager. It's a thick boy. So I think it's on a nice stocked paper and everything. Mm-hmm. The only thing I like some sort of prestige format. Perfect bound, the chromium covers, something gold foil, something. Something to make it a little spiffy. But
I don't think they did $100,000 campaign, did they?
No, but they could have gone perfect bound. That's a very slight criticism. It's very slight, and it didn't even occur to me when I was making the video because I was just so blown away looking at the art. I got my money's worth. Plus, it's signed by Kanan and Antonio.
Okay.
Which, I mean, where are you going to get a chance to get a book signed by both those guys? Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
awesome.
Maybe FanFest if you could make it.
Do you remember in the early days of CG, we were talking to another creator, and one of his criticisms was that some of the books that were being promoted heavily were never going to happen, and Brand was one of the ones he said would never happen. I'm so very happy to hear.
Yeah, but there are some people that have let us down. But
I know. But
yeah,
what was so funny is when that was mentioned, my first thought was no, that's never going to happen. And then it took a long time, but I'm very, very happy to hear that it's being shipped.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Humphrey Bear. What's up, Nighthawk Warrior? How you guys doing?
Yeah,
There's Ahmed here.
Ahmed's here, asking me questions about hot nurses, which
Hot nurses, yeah.
yeah, there were a few of those. I had my follow up with the stroke doctor today, and he asked me, he said, "Did you ever get a chance to see your MRI when you were in the hospital?" I said, "No, I didn't." And he showed it to me, and he showed me exactly where the two spots were, and he described my brain as practically perfect. And I asked him, I said, "Can I get that in writing? I want to share that with my mother."
I'm like, I would be like, "Doc, have a conversation with him for a minute."
But
it functions.
it functioned. Yeah. Well, I was just glad they found something, you know?
It functions. It's just, I don't know about correctly.
He did,
he can breathe on his own.
He did mention he brought up the list of all the different tests that they did while I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And it was a long list. And he actually cursed and said, "Wow, that's a shitload."
Nighthawk Warrior says, "Hi, Kodiak." Kodiak ain't here.
Oh, that's Humphrey Bear, not Kodiak. That's two different people. Two different people.
Oh yeah, Humphrey Bear's something totally different.
Yeah. I don't think
But there's a lot of bears in Comicsgate. That's why we got that bear gravy.
Yep, that's right. Well, I don't think anybody who was not Kodiak would claim to be Kodiak. So.
Oh, sometimes I don't think Kodiak wants to claim being Kodiak. When it's like the 100th time he's heard "Dad" from like the 5th kid, he's like, "I'm not even."
That's funny.
The only guy in CG with a worse pullout game than Zach.
Oh, that's so sad.
Who's the voice on screen? It's Avery.
Yeah, guys, it's Avery. The cult. Oh well, I'm not showing.
Oh yeah, the cult of pancake sauce.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind showing you because I'm not really. This isn't great.
Show me.
I'm just doing sketches.
Hey, Richard's here.
Oh, excellent. Hey, Richard, how's it going? Well, I started a project this week in the store. Oh, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Snow Capitalist.
Snow Capitalist.
That's right. What's
What's up, gentlemen?
It's not showing the names.
Oh, yeah, hold on a second.
I like it when it shows the names.
I'll
me
turn
too.
on the names. I'll turn on the names. All right.
Pancake sauce.
Oh,
That's
Ethan just posted some new art, and it was like this Vespis or something exploded like blood honey or something all over Heather. So she's just standing there covered in all this goo, and I retweeted with like, "That's stickier than my grandma's pancake sauce." It's like when people hear my name, I'm getting butter jokes, but no one's going for pancake syrup. And I'm like, "You fucking amateurs!" So I have to encourage it. It's like, seriously, you're missing the obvious, you fuckwits.
You know what's so funny is we never picked on you because of your name, because we knew you, and also because you were like 3 feet taller than all of us.
But the thing is, though, I got picked on it. But the thing is, though, I have a really thick skin about it because I was picked on relentlessly as a little kid.
Well, not by any of us.
No. Well, you knew me. Y'all didn't meet me till after I was over 6 feet tall.
That's true.
Like at 14, I was already hitting 6 feet.
Did you understand, Avery? Were you here for the snow capitalist joke?
No, he wasn't. That was last week.
I said that. I told Andrew that he was talking about his store, and I told him that he was a horrible capitalist. I said, but he was a great snow capitalist because snow caps are the only thing he understands.
As in snow caps, the snack you get at the movie theater.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's where we were going with it. So yeah,
Gotcha.
there was a little context you skipped out on there.
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
okay.
Tell him the thing.
The high
I don't-
sugar intake for the
I
diabetic.
honestly I don't remember it. Hey, my numbers have been pretty good lately, so I've been doing good. Taking my medicine.
Sure.
It did cost over $1,000 just to pick up my my insulin because I hadn't met any of my deductibles for the year.
Yeah, but you had to almost die to
That's
Almost
okay. That's
die.
okay. That's okay. He learned. Hopefully he's learned his lesson.
Richard says Aunt Jemima would taste good on you, Avery.
I have to say, I've tried it, and you're wrong.
Oh my god. He was working for the Bear Gravy.
That's right.
Twice the protein and twice the testosterone is wolf's milk. Thicker too.
Oh God. So Todd, how's it going, man?
Oh, doing good. Just a long week and nice to relax a little bit. I'm trying to. I ate too much for dinner, so I'm a little. Had a nice like hibachi grill, which is good, but man, I'm full.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was really good.
My wife had made chili last night, and her chili's good. It's decent. It's not as good as my chili, but it's good. And tonight, I asked her, I said, what do we have for dinner? She goes, we're going to have chili again, because she made a big, huge pot. I said, okay, no problem. So we sat down, and she's got cheese on it and everything, because I don't like sour cream on it. I'm okay with just cheese. And I go and I take a bite out of it, and I'm like, there's something wrong here. And I asked her, I said, what did you add to this chili? And she goes, it's a rice substitute to fill it out a little bit. I'm like, a rice? And I could tell it was some type of rice product, but it didn't taste like it was fully cooked. So
you got that cauliflower rice.
It was the cauliflower rice. I'm like, oh my God, woman, what are you trying to do?
Why are you filling out chili with rice?
That's just something that she and her family have always done.
Oh, okay.
Like the second day, because it gets really watery at some point, and the rice makes it thicker. Just makes it thicker.
It gets really. See, when I make chili, it tends to get thicker.
Yeah, so is mine. So is mine, because it's like it's meat and tomatoes and beans, and it's not so much tomato sauce and liquid and so forth.
Yeah. Well, there's some tomato sauce in mine and diced tomatoes, but mine's like, it depends on what kind, but my favorite kind has ground pork, ground beef, ground chicken, like 5 or 6 different types of beans, onions, tomatoes.
Yeah.
And it's usually pretty thick to start with. Like you can stand your spoon up in it.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah. That's how I like chili, nice and thick.
Yeah. Thick boy.
All right. Richard says wild animal juice.
Wild animal juice.
Hey, what's up, Eagle? How's it going?
What up?
Oh, do you know who has a channel that I never realized had a channel?
Who's that?
Scotty Young. And most of his videos are him drawing, and I watched one of them, and he was doing like his version of Batman. And it's like a really cutie version, and it was a lot of fun to watch. And he talked through some of it. He played music through some of it, and he talked through the rest of it. But he was talking about using a light table, and he was talking about using whiteout pen to create stars. I'm like, I'd like to do that too, yeah. And what I thought was funny is he doesn't have very many videos, and the majority of his videos are from like 6 years ago. So it's like he's just now starting to do more and put stuff out. So I'm like, that's
because they need work.
Well, he did say he did have a long list of commissions he was working on. So
sure.
If you go back years, you can find there were a lot of comic artists that started on YouTube. There's several, and they never stuck with it, so their channel never went anywhere. And some of them started in the time where if they just posted once a week, they'd be huge now.
Yeah.
But they were they weren't making any money doing it, and they were still making money in comics 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
When people made money making comics?
Yeah. No, I haven't had any watermelon lately, Richard.
He seems very happy, doesn't he? He just completed a job, so he's very
Yeah,
happy.
yeah. I've had working makes me happy. Having my artwork in demand, making sales, creating stuff makes me happy. When I'm depressed and going out of my mind, stressed out because I can't pay my bills and I can't find work, and I'm filling out applications for Walmart, I want to blow my brains out.
Oh, guess who goes back to work tomorrow?
Who's that? Mike?
Michael.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
His theater opened back up today, but he's not scheduled till tomorrow. And he
Still.
found out they're going to start them back at half the schedule. So 20 hours is what he's going to get. And I was like, does that mean you're going to get half the days? Or he says, no. They're going to just do half. Instead of 8-hour shifts, they'll be 4-hour shifts, which to him, that's like, he could do that on his head, you know?
Mhm.
But the good thing is he, when he goes back, he'll still get full benefits, get all of his benefits and all that back. And he's not going to lose anything. He's just going to lose hours, which in his mind, he's just happy to go back to work.
Yeah.
And he's been wanting to go back since they originally announced it July 10th. So.
Yeah. Eagle
I'm
says,
vi-
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Oh, no. That was it. That was it.
Oh,
What does
okay.
Eagle say?
Eagle said, seems like every manga artist has a YouTube channel. Just learned that the artist from Dr. Stone has a channel and he posts regularly. That's cool. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
I think more and more artists
yeah.
need to get on YouTube and start making stuff.
Yeah.
Just to introduce people to their stuff. And
Well,
you know?
when I first had the idea that I had an idea years ago that it would be possible to build your own independent audience on social media and sell stuff, because I saw it happening with other people before all of this started.
Right.
And I wish I had done it then and stuck with the streaming I used to do before CG started, and just uploaded. There was a time on YouTube, if you just uploaded it once a week, the algorithm caught you and suggested you, and it pumped you out there.
And you were also able to be monetized a lot sooner too.
Yes.
Back in the day. So.
And again, it's my short-sightedness and depression.
Well.
Wins. like I saw something like this coming. Not this exactly, but
Yeah. Well.
There's no time like the present.
yeah, but the artist channels that are big. There are artist channels on here that are big. They have like millions of subs, and they only post like once a week. And their fans are used to once a week because they built their channel back then.
Oh, that's like Jake Parker. I mean, Todd knows who that is. He's the guy that pretty much created, or not pretty much, but did create the whole idea of October or Inktober.
Uh-huh.
And he has a channel, and he has very few videos. And he doesn't post. I subscribe to him, and he doesn't post like once every quarter or so. But he's got the fans, and you know.
Yeah, there's some of these artist channels. If they do an art book, man, it'll explode.
Well, I thought it was funny. I was getting new subscribers when I wasn't putting out daily stuff.
Mhm.
For that week and the 2 weeks from when I was in the hospital and when I was out, I didn't have a lot of stuff going up at all, at least not daily, because I've missed several days and I've kind of screwed up my whole everyday thing. But I still kept getting subscribers, new subscribers. I'm almost up to 600 now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
People like it. People,
Yeah.
well, you know what that just means is that people like that you're gone.
It's the daily videos.
No, it's the people I meet in the store that find out that I have a channel.
Oh,
and
some of them, yeah.
yes, I still think I'd rather have 5 people that meet me at the store and subscribe to my channel than have 50 people who don't know me, and just find me online. Then again, those are also good too, but I like the fact that the majority of people, actually every single person that stops and says something about the art,
Mhm.
I turn them towards the YouTube channels. Take a card, check out the channel. So,
Good.
but if they're just coming in for comics, they don't care about the art.
Yeah.
They're there for comics and cheap comics. And I got a lot of those. So
Richard asked if I have an online portfolio. I just tend to use Instagram these days.
What's your Instagram?
It's like if you just search my name on Instagram, you'll find me.
Okay.
It's like illustration _ 7.62. Because on so many sites, Studio 7.62 is taken because in Russia there are a couple of different organizations called that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, that 7.62, that theme is popular there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I do. I do. I'm on Instagram and Twitter. I don't have like a site anymore as a portfolio or Facebook. Yeah. Just Parler. I'm not on Parler.
Parlor is starting to come up.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard the Parlor recently. It had to do with that chick from South Florida that won her primary, and she's been banned off of Twitter and Facebook and all those other places. But she has a Parlor account where I guess
It's
if
an
you're banned-
alternative. It's an alternative to Twitter.
I think there's a video I just saw. It was a Joe Rogan video where he's comparing Twitter to Best Buy. No, not Best Buy. Blockbuster Video. Damn it. There's a reason why I shouldn't talk. There's a reason why you guys come here and just watch me draw is because what I say and talk is stupid. And Avery's like, I'm glad he realized it's self-realization.
Yeah.
We've been telling you that for years.
Yeah, whatever. You dorks.
I've got him trained. He does my job for me.
That's right. That's true.
So the
Years of abusing him have finally paid off.
So the project I wanted to work on this week was to put all the comics in my inventory, my digital inventory, and as well as anything that doesn't have a barcode, print out a barcode. And see, I have these sheets of unique barcodes on sticky paper, so I can cut them out and stick them on the comics. And tonight I bought the last 6 boxes in from the $2 and up comics. I haven't touched the $1 comics yet, but I've got all the new comics that have gone into the store, all the wall books, almost all the trades and hardcovers have been done. I was doing the $2 and up books, and that's probably about 15 boxes of comics. And I brought in the last 6, and right before the show, I went to go print out some more labels, and I ran out of ink. So I had to run to the store and get ink, so I didn't finish the stack of comics that I've got sitting next to me. But I'm going to finish it tonight. Dang it. I'm going to do it tonight.
Andrew, are you not wearing your headset tonight?
What?
Are you not wearing your headset tonight?
Yeah, I am. Why?
Oh, there's no. It's the echo. It sounds like we're just recording from your room.
Oh, well, no, I've got a headset on. All right, somebody said abandon the chat, so I got to go and look.
That's why I was giggling.
All right.
Trying not to laugh like too loud.
Avery, you hear that though, right? It doesn't sound like his headset. It sounds like just the room.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like the room. It could be the audio profile, because that can change the way you sound to whatever audio profile your computer decides to use. Because usually you have a couple of different ones to select from.
What audio profile pronoun are you today?
Sexy.
Oh no. Yeah.
No, that's not a thing.
No.
Oh, Ahmed, I read your quote about your question about Netflix. I'm not going to talk about that on the show, but if you come by the store this weekend, we can talk about it then. I just now have been finding out what this thing's all about.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, they just uploaded Lucifer. I'm gonna binge watch Lucifer. Then I'm canceling Netflix.
You know what I'm binge watching right now? Because I tend to while I'm working. I mean, my workstation's over here. I have my computer over here, so it's mainly just to listen to. I'm actually in the 2nd season of Game of Thrones, so I'm re-watching Game of Thrones.
How is it?
There was so much crap packed into that 1st season. There was so much. You were introduced to characters that showed up for a few minutes and then later on were really important and significant, but you didn't know it in the 1st season. So, I mean, there was a lot of that going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to rewatch it too, but just for Emilia Clarke.
Well, yeah, she's through the whole thing, and she's naked in the first season. So.
Yeah, that's all I want to watch.
I don't think she gets naked in the rest of the seasons, though. Or if she does, it's not as.
I don't think they get. I don't think they have her all naked again after the dragons are born.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
All right.
Although she's looking kind of anorexic now, if you see her.
Well, I still want to.
Avery, she's been stuck at home and hasn't been able to go outside. And
She looks
lonely.
She looks a little anorexic lately. It's weird.
That's not good.
Like you can see that that ridge on a woman's on your temple, like where your forehead curves around the side. Like you can see that ridge on her, and it's like.
Richard says he puts a real fat, like lard, in his chili.
Yeah.
Not too much, but it does make it thicker. Really.
Oh yeah, a little bit of beef tallow would work.
Oh, we already asked you about the watermelon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Beer flu was a fake hangover. Okay. And then he screams Bob Ross. I don't know what that was about, but okay.
So funny.
There is a Bob Ross channel. I think it's on. I think it used to be on Twitch. It might be on YouTube too.
There's a lot of Bob Ross channels, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man, so you guys had a good week, pretty much.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, got a lot of work done. Work and family,
yeah. My mom was kind of bummed out while she was here because one of my cousins died, and COVID.
Oh no!
The beer flu. You can't go to funerals, and she wanted to go to the funeral.
Oh, that sucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, in Florida though, yeah?
No, Georgia.
No, Georgia.
Georgia is still strict.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they loosened up some of their restrictions at some point.
Immediate family only.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
They told me yesterday when I set up my appointment for today that they said, "Do you need somebody to drive you?" And I'm like, "No, I can drive myself." And they said, "Okay, good, because you can't bring anybody. Nobody else. Only the patients who have the appointment are allowed in the building in the hospital." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So when I told my wife that, she was like, "What?" And I said, "Sorry, dear, you can't come. It's all me."
Mm-hmm.
And then you immediately hopped in the car and went to your nearest pool hall.
No, I went to a Walmart. I went to Walmart because I needed some stuff. And then I forgot cat food. And then I went home, and then I ran out of printer ink, so I went back to Walmart, bought printer ink and cat food.
Now you know what's for dinner.
Mixing it with the chili. Oh, you know what I did? My wife was setting out the ingredients to make the chili because she just throws it into the pressure cooker or the pot or whatever it is. And she had bought some different beans, and supposedly you have to soak the beans first in order to get them soft.
Yes.
And she had left a bowl in the kitchen sink with beans soaking. And in the morning when I wake up, I go grab the cat food, and if the cats have anything left in the food, I go and I take it to the sink and I scrape it out and rinse out the bowl before I put any new food in it. Mm-hmm. And I saw the bowl of beans and just thought it was a dirty bowl. So she gets up and she goes, "Why is there cat food mixed in with my soaking beans?" I'm like, "It wasn't me." Of course it was me. I'm the only person here.
You did not know how to cook beans when they're dried. When you get beans and they're dried in the pack, you have to soak them first for hours.
Well, see, I always get the cans of beans where you just pop the top, you rinse off the beans, and you throw them in the pot. Yeah. You don't have to.
When you're storing them for a really long time, traditionally, like dried goods, they're dried, and you have to soak them.
Yeah. So I.
How did you? Never mind. Never mind.
Go ahead, ask the question. How did I make it this far without knowing that? Really easy. I never use dry beans. Ever.
I grew up with two traditional Southern grandmothers. I know what they are. I've seen them my whole life.
Yeah, I didn't put two and two together. Plus, it was early in the morning.
Andrew's always been bad at math.
Math. Oh,
Mhm.
yes, two and two together. Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. That was good. Hey, you guys want to look at some comics? I got a stack.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Nighthawk Warrior. I got to follow on Instagram. I appreciate that.
Oh, very nice. I have an Instagram account, but I haven't been there in 2-3 months.
If you're currently subscribed to Andrew's channel, he would much appreciate if you unsubscribe.
No, don't unsubscribe. Just if you really feel like you need to, you can turn off notifications. Otherwise, keep subscribed.
Man, there was one day not long ago, Todd uploaded a bunch of stuff to his channel.
Really?
Yeah, he did it like a massive dump like last week or the week
Oh, it sent notifications out for that?
for all of it, dude. I just got boom, 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 boom.
It's good. I'm glad like thousands of people. I probably just lost a whole. I didn't know that.
What were you doing?
A whole bunch of subscribers.
He was just uploading just like all these clips of all the different stuff, like test animation back
That was
network.
So
He was uploading a few seconds here and there, some of the stuff he did for Marvel.
Oh, that's so.
Animations.
Were you re-uploading the stuff you had originally took down?
I never took it down. I just made it all private.
Oh, okay.
So I just turned it. I went from private to public.
Oh, well, let's send up notifications for all of it. Like I had this whole like ding 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 ding, all these like in a row. Boop, boop,
It must be like 200 of them then.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's funny.
Oh, I made a mistake then. There's like several thousand people that just got like 200.
Spam. Yeah, they just got hammered. Like you should have done like just 3 or 4 a day.
Yeah, well, oops.
It would have made it look like you were producing content.
I know, my bad.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. Oh God. Oh well.
Let me look through this. I got a stack here. I'm going to look through it real quick, see if there's anything worthy of putting on camera. Hey, Blue Samurai, how's it going?
What up?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Do you know every single time I'm in the car and I start singing the song I Saw the Sign from Ace of Base, I think of you every single time?
Oh.
Why?
Because it's the one that he. Okay, this is a decent stack. I'll show you.
Fucking retard.
I don't understand what's happening right now.
Yeah, I know.
We're doing the Andrew show. Don't you guys know?
Oh, whoa. That's a worse angle than before. Holy shit.
Welcome to Andrew's show, people.
All right, so needless to say, I got a stack of comics here. I want to share them with you. So let's go through and see if there's anything in here that's good. Or as I say in the previous videos, if there's any gems in here, because you never know, you might find something good. There is one I want to show you. That's close to the top.
Oh, wonderful.
But I'm actually working on a bundle set of these. These are the Green Arrow when it was relaunched. Kevin Smith writing it, and Phil Hester was doing art. It was actually really, really good. And I don't remember how many parts are in this, but this is issue number 7 with Matt Wagner did the covers.
Yeah, I've never been able to, no matter who was writing it or drawing it, been able to get into Green Arrow.
Really? This was actually a really good story. It's a good one. I have 2. This is Green Arrow and Grayson, issues 48 and 16. This is part of the new 52s. This is when they did the adult coloring book variants. This is like the blank sketch cover side.
Or as we like to call it, the cheap as hell, don't pay the colorist cover.
Yeah, well, that too. But
thing is, though, I think the regular cover's under there. Yeah. So actually, they actually did spend like another 2 cents.
And the cool thing is, they didn't raise the price either. It's still at the time it was still $2.99. So.
Oh, goody!
And this was a Cully Hamner illustration, and this one is Aaron Lopresti. So it's kind of cool.
What's up, Blue Samurai?
I've got a copy. I'm working on a bundle set of Green Lantern Rebirth with Jeff Johns and Uncle E. So this is issue number 3 of 6.
That's a pretty good cover.
This is the one that I found that I thought was really interesting. Can you tell? This is The Shadow Strikes from 1992. Can you tell who the artist of the cover is just by looking at it?
It looks a little like P. Craig Russell or Michael Golden. I'm not sure.
No. It's Joe Quesada.
Really?
Really? Michael Bear.
Oh, Michael Bear, really?
That's great.
I must be going blind.
Well, when I originally saw the cover, I was like, I don't remember seeing this, and it wasn't until I saw who the artist was, I was like, damn.
Something about those clouds and all, the way it's done, just reminds me of P. Craig Russell.
Yeah.
I think P. Craig Russell is an influence on early Joe Quesada, though.
Now, the interior art is fantastic. It's very classic, crime noir type of. I think it was Barreto that did the art in here. These were great issues.
The cover looks good.
Yeah.
Joe Quesada's early stuff, man, was pretty good.
Yeah, this is early Joe Quesada. So.
It's his current behavior I have a problem with.
That's a whole nother story.
Exactly.
I don't know if he really appreciated it when I first met him and I told him I was a fan. When I was at Marvel, and he was like, "Oh, what do you like?" And I told him, "I think your best stuff is the Ray."
Oh,
from DC. You should have said Sword of Azrael.
It was like, well, it was either that or I was gonna say the Ugly Kid Joe album cover, but he had that on his wall. So I was like, what's the oldest thing?
You should have said Sword of Azrael, and you should have told him whoever inked it did an awesome job.
Oh, Kevin Nolan.
Kevin Nolan, yeah.
The inker really made you better. It was great.
This is one of the compliments of Radio Shack. This is one of 3 different Superman comics that came out. This is an old beat-up copy, but it's actually kind of cool. But this is from 1980. It's called Superman in the Computer That Saved Metropolis.
Uh-huh.
And it talks about computers and microchips and just fun. We got a classic X-Men issue. I'm looking at picking up these up because, the covers were awesome. This is issue number 6. Got an Art Adams cover. Got a John Bolton backup story and backup cover. These are great. And I don't know if they ever reprinted the backup stories in anything, because these were reprints, but they included original stuff. Exactly. But I don't know if this was ever collected anywhere. So
I bought that book for years. That's
yeah.
I couldn't, because that's back. Well, those particular back issues probably are still pricey, but for me at the age of 14 through 16,
the issue 98 of X-Men.
Yeah, those were like way out of my league. Like I was not going to be able to afford those. And
even if it was $10-15, it was still way out of our league.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember trading my entire baseball collection just to get Long Shot #1, and now Long Shot #1 isn't worth shit.
Yeah.
And I had people like Chipper Jones's rookie card.
This is Blade of the Immortal. I actually have a customer who likes these, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, Hiroaki Samura is one of my all-time favorite artists.
Yeah, that's a beautiful book. Those Blade of the Immortals are fantastic.
We've got a Black Panther issue number 7. This is you got a not Silvestri, but Still Freeze cover. But the interior art was by Chris Sprouse, which was actually kind of cool.
I don't know, man. So I remember seeing those, and I would glance at them and just go,
Yeah, I know. This was one I just saw that looked interesting. I've never heard anything about this book called Ghosted. It's from Image Comics, but the art's by Gordon Sudzuka.
Is that a Sean Phillips cover?
No. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, covered by Sean Phillips. The interior art's actually really good too, so.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Always good to pick up a new #1 that you don't know anything about. Got a Bacalo issue of Uncanny X-Men, issue number 466. Awesome. Issue of Batman Beyond, issue number 9. This is from the Bernard Chang era, where he was doing the interior art, which was actually great. Oh man, look at that splash page.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Hey, quick question. Humphrey Bear wants to know if anybody likes hand lettering or digital. I would prefer hand, but who can afford to pay that for people who can do that? Plus, I tend to be on things either someone else is taking care of it and I have no say, but if it's something I'm doing on my own, I have to use the computer because my handwriting is garbage and I can't afford to pay someone else to do it.
Yeah, mine's pretty atrocious as well.
What I'm actually planning on doing anyway is doing the lettering digital on blue, and then converting, but doing the lettering on the rough, and then printing that out, and then hand lettering the digital lettering, so that I have a little bit of freedom in there.
That seems like a lot of work.
Todd, I've considered that myself. Like, because I do my layouts digitally, go ahead and letter it, and print it all out blue line like I do, and do the lettering by hand as well. I've considered the exact same thing.
Yeah, like the only thing that I would keep black would be the shape of the balloon, because that's a bitch to ink. So maybe that, and maybe the borders, but everything else just hand ink itself.
Yeah, I've thought about the same thing too. Like I'm definitely doing things like that for sound effects.
Right, exactly. That's what I was going to say.
With my book, my character, and my logo, and what I do is I'll design it digitally, print it out, ink it like 3 times the size I need it to be, and then when I shrink it down, it tightens it up.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but I've thought about that same idea you have too. Just doing lettering, put the lettering on there, figure all that out on the roughs digitally, and then print it. And that's not a bad idea. It's a good idea.
I have a tendency, I want to even eventually do paste up and stuff, print out the logos and put it on. I want to do full on digital. I'm not trying to go shoot on with cameras and film, but I think it could be really cool to. When you look at those original splash pages and stuff, there's a reason that stuff looks so amazing. And there's no, you can have it digital, but why not just print it out and put it on your page,
Well, that's if you're trying to make a piece of art, Yeah. Comic book art was an art form back in those days. And when you added in the paste up word balloons and all, that was completing the art,
Yeah, it really could be. It was this combination of mass market, this really great combination of mass marketing, craft, art, and graphic design.
Yeah,
that worked so well together for so long.
Yeah, but the funny thing is nowadays they get around that hurdle of having to ship the art from one person to another, because they used to, if you weren't in the same office where the penciler, inker, letter, and all was, you had to ship the art from one person to the next in order to get pages done. They don't do that anymore because they don't have to. Everything was made with love. It was made with love, yeah, hippies.
Yeah. Some of it was. I mean, if not love, at least it was made with professionalism and intent for this to be something that was enjoyable, that was marketable.
God, could you imagine doing
that was
a cover?
Designed and intended to succeed?
Could you imagine doing a cover where you had to actually cut out the logo or the title of the book and put it into the art itself?
Yeah, that's what I
work the art around it. That would be See, Todd and I were looking at some older art where it was a lot of splash pages, it was either Kirby or somebody, but it was the title page was like a complete piece of art in itself because it included those titles. And I thought about an idea of doing a whole story in which it was like title pages like that, where the titles were built into the art itself. I'm just not that good. But I would love to do something like that, but I'm just not that good at it. So.
That's where digital can come in handy in making that easier, because you can play with things and move them around and chop things up and find out what works, then print your prelim and ink it by hand. Humphrey said,
I did 2-page digital lettering for the Kingdom comics. That's cool. That's cool.
Man. Nice.
Oh, look, see, Nighthawk's busting on somebody else. And where's the rest of the pages? As long as he's not busting on me, I'm okay. All right, let me finish what we have.
Finish.
This was a title that came out, I think, around the time of the first Guardians movie, where it was really popular. This was called Guardians Team Up. And I got really excited about this book because when it first came out, interior art was by Art Adams. And I'm like, oh, great, Art Adams on a new series. They changed artists like every issue. So it wasn't a new Art Adams book, which really sucked. But I missed out on the first issue because it sold out at my store. But I was able to pick up an issue, and I'm very happy to have it.
So that's an Art Adams issue?
Yeah, did the interior too.
Open it up again. Let's see it.
Yeah, he did the interior. And actually, one of the things I think is kind of weird is he also, where is it in here? Penciled by Art Adams, colored by Paul Mounts. Oh, never mind. I thought he was helping with the coloring, but the coloring, it's very muted for some reason.
Yeah, it's not a good colorist.
Yeah.
It's Paul Mounts, though, right?
Paul Mounts, yeah, I know, which is weird.
You know what? It's too much yellow in a lot of places. Like,
There's a lot of yellow in here.
Man, Art
I
Adams,
am Groot.
he doesn't do a bad book, does he?
No, not really. Not unless he's rushed. If he's rushed, that's a whole other story.
Oh, look what you got.
I picked up another copy of this. This is the Wizard exclusive Cliffhanger sketchbook. I actually have like 2 or 3 copies of this, but every time I see one, I always pick it up because it's just cool.
I think I still have my copy.
This is the Zatanna limited series with Ryan Sook on art, which, by the way, is pretty fantastic. And I think I'm working on another bundle set of these because you got the Bulleteer story, which was done by Yancey Paquette, and then this one was done by Ryan Sook, which awesome. Some classic Wolverines. This is issue 30, 31, and 34 from the Mark Silvestri run.
31 is worth some money, bro.
is it?
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know why. The new chapter in the life of the Berserker mutant.
Put those 2 aside for me, would you? Thanks.
Hmm.
I need to get my Silvestri collection. That's on my list.
I gotta check and see if this is.
I'm not sure if I even have
Those books are colored. So Glynis Oliver, who used to be married to
Yes.
yeah, she's my favorite. She's amazing colors. Like look at how the colors are unrealistic, but they just work.
Right.
Right? Like it was all about the emotion of the scene, not necessarily like the reality of the scene.
It's also very flat coloring too, but it's
everything-
it's dynamic and it's dynamic where it needs to be.
Yeah, she was around for a long time, man. Never gets any credit, but she did all of Buscema stuff, like I think all of the Avengers stuff and all of the I think literally all of the issues of Wolverine up to that point. Phenomenal stuff, man.
Nighthawk Warrior wants to know what Cliffhanger is. That
Cliffhanger was that Image?
Yeah.
Yes, it was Image. It was Image. It was an imprint in Image, and it was initially launched by Joe Madura doing Battle Chasers, J. Scott Campbell doing Danger Girl, and Humberto Ramos doing Crimson. And these, of course, were like 3 of the popular ladies from those series. And Danger Girl went on to do other things. Crimson actually wrapped up the entire series, and Battle Chasers left everybody hanging after 7, 8 issues?
He took off for video games.
9 issues, yeah, which really sucked because he left everybody hanging. It was beautiful art, and people were digging it, and he left us hanging. The only one that actually finished the series was, J. Scott Campbell finished, I guess you could say he finished Danger Girl because they wrapped up. It was like 6 issues or 7 issues.
That was the book that he really exploded.
Yeah.
Like he was getting popular doing what? Gen 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He was getting popular. And people liked him and noticed him. But when Danger Girl blew
up. To be honest, my favorite Cliffhanger title was Chris Bacalo's Steampunk. That was awesome.
I don't even remember that.
Oh my god, it was great.
I was not a fan of that, dude. I was really disappointed.
Oh, I loved it. The one thing I hated about it was the thing that was so different was the lettering. They had this crazy ass letterer who, whenever the bad guy was talking, it's like every other word was a different font, and it was very distracting at some points. But the art itself was gorgeous, and I loved it. And the story was kooky. I think it was Joe Kelly that helped him write it. It was weird, but I just loved every issue that I got. I just loved every issue because the art was great. That was like the prime of Chris Bachalo for me. It's like right after Death and right after Generation X, where that was my favorite time. So, but steampunk was cool.
Yeah. Now that Superman cover.
Both of these are not Jim Lee, Frank Miller covers.
Yeah, I remember seeing those around. And I remember as a kid, I think they came out before I was buying comics, but I remember buying comics regularly.
Right.
And I remember
84.
Yeah, it was before I bought comics regularly. I remember as a kid, I hated that cover. I didn't like it. Now, as an adult, I love it, and I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, this was a 4-issue series that I never even knew existed. I found one of the issues and was like, "Oh my God, this is a Superman limited series with Frank Miller covers and Kurt Swan art." And I think I have issues 1 and 2 already in the store, but this is issues 3 and 4, so they're not in the greatest condition. But I mean,
yeah, they're good.
Definitely great reader copies. So
yeah, they're worth $1 or $2.
Oh yeah,
as a reader copy.
Yeah, those are awesome. We've got an Ultimate storyline limited series called Ultimate Enemy #1. Just has a Ed McGuinness cover, and it's a great cover. Sue Storm looks awesome in this, but this is one I'm trying to put together a bundle set for. The interior art's really nice too. This is Steve Skaros in his creator-owned series from Image called Maestros. And
why is Neil Gaiman on the cover?
I know that really that looks like Neil Gaiman in the '90s. That's what he looked
absolutely
like
could be. But it's really good art. The story's a little kooky, and there's some crazy sex in it. But it's there's better covers. This was one of the alternate covers. I've got better copies of better covers of this. But here's a classic.
Kodiak's gonna want that.
I struck up a conversation with somebody in the store because they pulled out like Hulk #400 and had a Prism cover, and I said, "Oh yeah, Marvel was doing all these crazy covers to get people to buy them. They even did glow in the dark cover." And the person was like, "Really?" I said, "Oh my God, yes!" They were not aware that.
Dude, I need those issues, man.
I mean,
those are Javier Saltieri issues.
Like everybody, I got burned out on the gimmicks covers too. But when they were done for a reason, and it was a good cover,
it's not Dark Half.
I still like it.
Yeah. We've got Superman, All-Star Superman #2. This is the Grant Morrison, Frank Quietly. And I think this is probably one of the coolest Superman stories in the fact that it was so retro at the same time. And Frank Quietly is a fantastic artist, but they actually made this into an animated movie, All-Star Superman, which I don't honestly think I've ever seen. So I may have to check it out.
I just watched one of the newer DC movies. It's like the new 52-ish Dark Side one, whatever it's called, Apocalypse.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't care for it. These DC movies have been going downhill, in my opinion.
Well, they just put out a new one, a Deathstroke movie. Yeah, and they didn't do a steelbook case version of it, which was really disappointing. So
I can watch it. It's just I've been so very disappointed in most of them. I'm in no hurry to see the Deathstroke one.
Blue Samurai says DC Spectre from '92 onward, #1, #4, #8 had great glow in the dark ink covers. If you have the numbers right, that's cool.
Nice.
Ghost Rider, the Spectre, those are perfect books for glow in the dark covers. You know, but yeah. All right, let's keep going. We're almost halfway through. We're almost done.
We're almost halfway through.
This is issue #1 of the Black Order. I think Philip Tan did the interior art, which isn't bad. But this is one of those series that came out in order to, to coincide with one of the Avengers movies, you know. And I don't think it ever did anything, but oh well. We have Action Comics number 1012 from the new 52, the DC Rebirth. Cool. From Wonder Comics, we have, which is a DC imprint from Brian Michael Bendis. It's Young Justice number 6. I actually have this already in the store with a different cover, but I saw it and said, somebody might like it. But I love these characters. These are great. Especially, I love this version of Superboy, this version of Robin. Actually, I like Damian Wayne as well, but still, this is a good set. Daredevil versus the Punisher. This is another bundle set one I'm working on. This is issue number 4. I think it's a 4-issue limited series. So, ooh, another great Bacalo X-Men. I like this cover. I like this cover a lot. Chris Bacalo is awesome. Interior is not bad either. This is a copy of Starman, issue number 5, back in the Tony Harris days.
Yeah.
James Robinson. I got a whole bunch of these. I was trying to put together a bundle set, but the earlier issues used to actually be worth a pretty penny. But nowadays you find them all over the place.
What happened with Tony Harris? Where is he?
That's a whole nother story.
Mostly
for a whole
doing
time.
commissions.
Yeah. I don't think he's doing anything on a regular basis anymore. We've got an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 20. This is from the Dan Slott era with a Alex Ross cover. Very nice. Avengers vs. X-Men issue number 6. This one actually is very cool, Todd. This is Olivier Coipel on interior art on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you might be aware of this one because it's one of the AR ones.
Yeah, I've got stuff in there.
Yeah, cool. Mm-hmm. This is something I didn't know existed. This is Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 64. This was a Chris Bacalo story.
Really? Oh,
now,
I remember this. I used to have this.
I never had this one, but this is back in his.
This is back when he just got off of death.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, this is the Chris Bacalo stuff I like.
Yeah, me too.
But I think I had stopped buying that book by the time this came out.
See, it was like Shade the Changing Man, Death. This is in there, and then he went on Generation X, and it was Generation X.
No. You forgot the Ghost Rider 2099, dude.
Oh gosh, yeah, I did forget all about that. But he only did 3 issues of that.
That was phenomenal, man.
Still, this is awesome. I look forward to reading this.
I might have to look that up when I'm in your store.
This is Avengers vs. X issue number 12. I think this wraps up that limited series.
You're not mentioning that I have artwork in every single one of those books, dude.
We have Batman.
Oh, the augmented reality stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Batwoman 6 and 7 from the Batwoman Rebirth. I like this cover. Steve Epting. Very nice. I'm not sure who did this cover, but I like this one a lot.
I kind of like that Scarecrow cover.
Yeah, I could see how you would. This is Wolverine and Black Cat Claws 2 by Joseph Michael Linsner. Same guy that did Cry for Dawn. Yep. His interior art's okay. It's not bad. But for these 2 characters, it kind of works.
I'm not a Palmiotti fan.
Ultimate Enemy number 2. This is part of that limited series. We've got a Uncle E issue of Batman the Dark Knight from the New 52 era. This is featuring cool. Batman and
I have
Man-Bat.
I have a couple of those issues, but I also have the hardback.
Love it. You'll love it when he goes crazy. This is issue number 1 of the Jason Aaron, Ed McGuinness Amazing X-Men, which featured the return of Nightcrawler as part of the storyline that was involved in here. But Ed McGuinness is awesome. So. And last but not least, the original Gen 13 launch. This is issue number 2, which introduces Rainmaker, which was really funny. And in the story, she's just like there.
Look at that early J. Scott Campbell, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
That's definitely a 90s drawing, a 90s page where it's like a huge splash page of somebody's face.
He got so good so fast. But, I remember thinking that stuff was cool when he first came out.
Yeah.
But compare that to Danger Girl.
Yeah. No. Danger Girl, especially some of the after Like after the first issue, it got so good.
Mhm.
The art just kept getting better and better and better. So
Yeah.
but needless to say, all these comics will be bagged and boarded in the store this weekend. Hopefully, they'll all be bagged and boarded in the store this weekend. I'm getting close to running out of bags and boards. So, yay, comics!
Wait, why would you be running out of bags and boards, bro?
Oh, that 1,000 that I ordered last time right before my trip, all gone. I totally used them all up. So, yeah, I need more bags. Actually, if you look over here, this is the stack of comics that I've made videos of that need to be bagged and boarded. And there's a stack underneath there, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes that I haven't even touched yet. So, yeah, I got lots of comics that are going in the store eventually.
Catch up with the chat.
Where's the mini comics from Marvel, Andrew? What? What mini comics from Marvel? Listen, Nighthawk says, I don't like any of them. Only Thanos was cool. Oh, he's talking about the Black Order. Yeah, well, that's all right. Blue Samurai Zero says, I want to mail you a box of my old extras and dupes, but I'm afraid half of them would end up in the low condition 25-cent bin. You know what? I don't have a 25-cent bin. So that'd be great. I'd love to start a 25% bin. I do have a 10-cent bin, and I have a 50-cent bin, and the rest is $1 up. So if you want to send them to me, I'm serious. I'll give you an address to send them to. Ship them to my
And
post office.
this is why Andrew has so many comics.
Because he never says no to anybody.
He'll take your stuff and put it in the store.
That's right.
And he'll hide it under the bed.
That's where the Playboys goes, under the bed.
Oh God.
Because I can't sell them in the store. If you bring some in, I'll buy them from you. Yeah.
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 Make sure the pages aren't stuck together, though.
No, pages aren't stuck together. God. You know.
Yeah, that part of him hasn't worked in a long time.
Oh, you're so funny. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap up because I still got a lot of work I got to do before the store starts. And of course, Nighthawk jumps in with Andrew. That's why we don't work on Hero Book 3. Yes, it is the reason why. So I'm too busy working. Yeah. Actually, I should have some time. I should have some time this weekend while at the store to work on some stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. So, all right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Fearful
What?
Milk is asking you a question.
Oh, okay. He says, all right. He says, Andrew, need your knowledge quick. Okay, hit me.
There you go. You got all of his entire lifetime of knowledge.
Nighthawk Warrior says, cool. Stay focused, Andrew. Oh,
And Andrew, give us your life knowledge, right? And go. And there it is, folks. Andrew Charper's life knowledge in a few seconds. Hope it was everything you wanted, Nighthawk. Or Fearful, sorry.
Blue Samurai Zero says, time to wrap it up like a newborn.
Oh.
In a burrito.
See, Todd knows all about that. That's why he said, ew. Yes, stay focused. That's what we try to stay focused. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Oh, wait a minute. You know when Spider-Man turned into Man-Spider, wasn't there a full comic on it, not just different parts? That initially happened back in like the 70s, where Spider-Man became the Man-Spider. But then they redid that story later on, back in the 90s, in Spectacular Spider-Man, I think. It was like a 5-part series where he was de-evolving into a giant spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually have some of those issues in the store. Actually, I was working on a bundle set of it, but I'm missing one of the issues. So
Yeah, the Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s did a bit on it, too.
Yeah.
Had Morbius and all that.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Cool.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You're yawning.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. You're all wonderful. And we will see you again next Friday. Everybody want to come by and we'll have some more fun.
Or not.
I have a twisted, sick stroke-induced idea of what fun is. You have to remember that. You guys have to keep that in mind when you're listening to me, okay?
We can always blame it on
Oh
Out again.
man.
Good night, everybody. Thank you guus for coming. Bye.
Right.